friends. Welcome to the show.
Good morning.
For those who get onto our live, we're not really talking too much about this on air, but this is going to be like our last Facebook Live in studio for like maybe a week and a half. We're still going to do
Yeah.
some Facebook Lives, but I won't be here. You're going to be here, and then I'll be in Japan.
Yeah, are we
Yep.
gonna do Facebook Live from you in Japan?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I had no idea.
Yeah, Jared's going to try to get it set up. That's the goal. We'll see.
Oh,
You won't have to worry about it when you're over here. All right, let's go ahead and get into this. It's time for our ghosted this morning. We already talked to Tracy. Here's what we know with Tracy.
yeah, they've been dating for about 6 months. He came over one night, and then that's really the end of it.
Yeah.
He didn't say anything and just ghosted her.
6 months. And it's not the first time that they've been together. It's just not the first time he spent the night over there.
Right.
It just kind of went south. And so it's been 2 weeks since she's heard from him. We're on Facebook Live on the Hot Facebook page, so you can join us there. Watch the show. You can also find us on YouTube and on Twitch, Dex and Barbie T, to find that as well. All right, so let's go ahead and get Alex on. And I'm thankful that he has time to come on to the show this early. But Alex, Tracy's on here with us as well. 6 months, and you end up ghosting the girl. And you said you have a specific reason on why?
I mean, I sure thought I was in love with her, but when I was at her place the last time, I found her birth control in the trash. I know that we had talked about having a kid, and she does really want one, and I get it, but it was a full pack of birth control,
Oh,
okay,
no.
in the trash. She's supposed to be taking it, and she never told me that she stopped taking her birth control. I said I wasn't ready. As soon as I saw it in the trash, there was no talking. There's no working that out. It's so disrespectful, and that was it. I was out of there.
So you're saying that you found a full thing of birth control, so she hadn't been taking her pills.
Yeah, exactly. Full thing unopened.
Maybe she got on different birth control. Did you get on a different birth control?
I didn't, but
Oh, so you just out here trying to trap him.
I don't like that word at all. I just really want a kid. And Alex, you know how much I want a kid, and you said that we will, and that you love me. And look, if you really love me, then you would understand that this is really important to me and that I want this.
I did love you, but this goes both ways. You can't just do something like that. We have to be on the same page. Having a kid is not one-sided. What do you think was going to happen if you got pregnant?
You said that you wanted kids eventually, and I mean, like,
Eventually, not now, though. You can't just rush him into that.
I just thought we could start trying, and like, it's 9 months. It's not like tomorrow.
That is tomorrow. What do you mean?
I thought we could start a family and be happy together and buy a house and all the things that people who are in love do.
Girl, you are crazy.
That's something that comes with time. And you know what? It is the right word, trap. You don't trap a guy into making those things happen. They've got to happen in a certain order. I told you I want kids someday, but not right now. I told you I wasn't ready, and you did not respect that.
Not only did you not respect that, but I mean, like, the fact that you, like, this is something that you talk about. Like, at least give him a heads up and be like, hey, listen, even if you were wanting to get off of the birth control for whatever reason,
Yeah.
it's your choice. You can do that. That's fine. But it seems like in this situation, you are getting off of it specifically so that you can, have a baby with him. You need to have that discussion with him. If you're going to get off of birth control, you need to tell him.
I just feel like he wasn't ready, but like nobody feels like they're ready to have a kid. It just happens, and then you like rise to the occasion.
But I would like to prepare for it, at least know, hey, this is what we're trying to do, and everyone on one accord.
Exactly. And can I just say, even if you had gotten pregnant, if I had found out that it was on purpose, I would have still
Ugh.
ended it. You don't respect me, there's no relationship to be had.
I do respect you. I love you. I just I want a kid.
You clearly don't get it. She showed who she really is. That's not who I would want to be the mother of my children.
Okay.
Well,
And, the thing that's interesting, because I didn't really realize, like, if I saw birth control in the trash, I would probably jump to that conclusion. But, she could have just changed her prescription. And when you asked that question, I mean, she really did have an out, but she was honest, at least at that point. She had stopped taking her birth control.
that's scary.
Yeah.
That's scary.
I mean, that's
Mm-mm.
straight up like the definition of trying to trap a man, right?
Yeah, I don't play that.
And again, you can stop your birth control whenever you want to. That is
Yeah,
your prerogative.
Let
But
someone know. I just
Right.
think it'd be respectful to let someone know, hey, XYZ.
right, if they are hooking up with you, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
866-639-4689. What are your thoughts whenever it comes to this? And Have you ever been in this situation where like someone ended up trying to trap? You know what I'm saying? I knew a girl. She ended up trying to get a turkey baster.
What?
I'll tell that story later.
Oh no.
Woof. He
That's
did the right
crazy.
thing. Okay. I can't read that one. Hi, good morning. Hang on just a second. You're going to be our first person. All right, never mind. Hi, good morning. Hang on just a second. You're going to be our first person, okay?
Sure.
Hey, good morning. We've got one call ahead of you. Stand by. Right? Hey, good morning. Oh, hang on. Hi, good morning. We've got two calls ahead of you. Stand by. All right, good morning. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Oh. Hey, good morning. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Good morning, guys. It's Crystal from Anderson. So,
What's up, Crystal?
morning.
anyway,
Go
this
ahead.
guy's got me in my feelings. If he doesn't want a baby, maybe he should wear a condom, and then it wouldn't matter what she did with her birth control because, he'd be covered. This is something dudes need to understand.
Yeah,
Just
but at the
because she
same
says she's
time,
on birth
though,
control.
I mean,
I think she definitely though tried it like without the birth control. I mean, because my thing is I've always preached dual method. You know what I'm saying? Have two forms of birth control: condoms and a contraceptive of some type, like a pill or whatever. But like to just tell him, hey,
Everyone, right? Your dual covers both people. Everyone is responsible for their own birth control, including men. And if you do not want a child, you wrap that up, regardless of what she says.
I agree. But at the same time, like
Condoms
that's still
break.
sketch.
condoms break, bro.
Yeah. Well, yeah. But still, again, that's sketch. If she's got
And pills are also not 100.
They're
There's
not?
nothing that is 100.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, the condoms.
But not
condoms
taking
will
your birth
cover a man.
control is what, 2%?
Yeah, she's wrong for that. But he's
Yeah.
also wrong for, leaving babies behind, little baby makers when he didn't want to. Well, you shouldn't have left them there, buddy.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good morning. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is Dr. Marie Dex.
Hey, Marie, go ahead.
First of all, I don't care what word you don't like. That's exactly what you did. You give all women that walk this earth a bad name. And while you not taking your birth control, I hope you catch some Clorox can't rinse off. That's wrong.
Ooh.
Okay, thank you.
Look, if this was a dude punching holes in condoms, we would read him for filth.
Absolutely.
That's
Gosh.
the equivalent of
I
what
call the
he
police.
did.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's actually a really good point. Thank you very much. Good morning. Go ahead. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
What up, Bourbon Tea and Dex?
What's
It's
up?
Melissa from Centerville.
What up, Melissa?
What's
Go
up,
ahead.
So that is entrapment. That excuse my language, but that she's crazy. Okay, it's a good thing he's getting out while he still can. I know somebody, and I do know somebody that they actually had twins. It was actually a boy and a girl, and the girl, she was telling the dude the whole time that was his kids. And on their 18th birthday, you know what happened.
Oh, no. So she knew that those kids
Yeah.
weren't his?
They're not his. They were not his. His family was the one who kept pursuing the whole situation. And I guess the girl what ended up happening, she ended up getting sick, unfortunately. She was fixing to pass away. And I guess that her family had got to her, and she felt that her kids, they deserve to know the truth. So
Wow. Okay. Thank you very
Yeah.
much.
That's a lot.
Wow.
Yep.
Renee, I see you over there on YouTube. Is it 3 more days? Okay, 3 more days she's banned from Facebook. Which
Christina
listen,
said-
we like you being on YouTube though. It's always good to have everybody on YouTube as well.
Christina says, like, kids are a lot. And if the parents aren't both on the same page, it's going to be hard. Now, if you try to trap him, leave her, dude. I know someone who did this to 2 different guys, and it ended horribly for her. And 3 kids in the
Really?
middle are suffering. You can't trust anyone nowadays. Oh, yeah.
That's wild.
Ooh, child.
She did it to how many different?
2 guys, 3 kids.
Mm.
Yeah, because listen, I'm going to tell you right now, let a dude had tried. What? That's one thing that I pride myself in. You ain't about to trap me, player. Can't catch me.
This girl, this one girl said she wanted to have a baby. This was with her husband and everything like that, right? So not only did she get off of the birth control, right, but he, to Crystal's point, saying that he should be wearing a condom, this guy would always, the pull-out method, right?
That's a method. That is a form of birth control.
Okay,
Technically,
right,
yeah,
yeah.
it is.
So he would pull out on her belly,
Okay.
right? And she'd be like, oh, gosh, I got to go ahead and get this cleaned up. And she'd go to the bathroom.
And girl.
In the cabinet, like, or
See,
underneath
it's
the sink.
desperate.
Right.
Get a dog.
Yeah. Oh,
Get a
yeah.
dog.
Turkey based.
Go adopt. Go buy some sperm. Something like that. I'm not about to. No. I don't care how rich a dude is. I don't care what. Nah. You about to keep stuck for the rest of my life with a chap? Oh. I'm actually on his side here. She made a malice intent. However, they are both irresponsible since they are doing it unprotected. But we don't know if they're unprotected, though. That's the thing. We never said that. We don't know if they're unprotected. I don't care if I'm unprotected or not. Even with protection, I need dual method. Condoms are not 100%. I don't care. And they break. No. I let it be known, hey, I am not on birth control, baby. Huh. Shh. We're going to, and let's also debunk this method. I know a lot of people, when I was doing, the whole contraceptive thing and teaching people whatever about this, do not ever encourage anyone to use 2 condoms at the same time. It causes friction and they will break. People used to do that.
Really?
People used to say that.
Wow.
We would have to tell people, no, that's not smart.
Yeah.
You'll end up making a mistake. That's a big mistake.
Let me tell you something. Barbie knows. She used to do pizza protection parties.
Passing out condoms.
She'd have pepperoni pizzas, and she'd be like, "See that right there? That's what you get on that if you don't wrap it up."
Do a birthday shout out. I don't know if she's in the car or not. Yeah,
Is this Jackie?
Yes.
Look at that. All right, Jackie, what do you got? Go ahead.
I want to tell men why they should always dispose of their own condoms. I had a roommate who would take them to the trash for the guy, and she would hold on to them and then try and put it in herself to get pregnant after they were gone.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, that is nasty as hell.
What?
So every guy I have known since, I have told them, dispose of your own stuff.
Did it work? Did she actually get herself pregnant?
She never did while I knew her, no.
Okay.
And she just putting all these fluids up in there. But her pH was all the way off.
All the way messed up. I even know about that.
BV, girl, like, ooh.
Gosh. And I mean, like, how long did she wait? You know what I mean? Like, that stuff needs to be refrigerated or something.
I stayed there for 3 months and moved out because she was cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Thank you. Holy crap.
Fish.
Dang. There are people that do this stuff. That's nuts.
Kurt, you got to be thrown off to do this. Like, what? First of all, I'm not even about to touch that, sir. That's you. You handle that.
Yeah, right. Gosh, I can't. I got to edit that down now real quick. Hold on.
Girl. I cannot.
What's up? EJ Ross, I see you over there, Fat Bear, too, on Twitch. Good morning, guys. EJ, is that you that I met over in Knoxville? Put that. Gosh.
What?
I'm going to have to bleep that part.
What? Put what?
I don't know, man. I mean, there's kids that are listening, damn it.
What? That's not bad.
All right, fine. I won't edit it.
Put it in herself.
Jeez.
They know what's going on. These kids need to know. They want to be grown.
All right.
They need to know what to look out for. Please have that sex talk with your kids, by the way. It's very important. And it is a human nature for them to, and I'm talking about, preteens and up, because I mean, they're exposed to a lot of stuff and they have questions. So, oh yes, put hot sauce in it like Drake. Yes. Yes. I'm telling you,
What?
that's what I'm going to do. When my nephews get of age and get older and I think they starting to, whatever, I'm going to get them hot sauce and condoms.
Law and Order SVU episode right there. Yeah, you know what? Goodness. You ain't wrong.
Oh yes, and ladies, if you did not know, birth control is not 100%, but if you on antibiotics, baby, tell them you got to wait a month just to be safe.
Really?
Yeah, because if you're on antibiotics and you're on birth control, that cancels out your birth control. You will get
Yeah.
pregnant.
Yeah. I don't think so, but well, cool. Thank you so much, man. We enjoy doing the show, man. So this is a radio show for anyone who's new to this. We do the radio show while we are live on the air, and all of these phone calls that you hear coming in are live. So we don't know what they're gonna say. There it is. Is that you over there, Rob Dex? That was me that met you in Knoxville. Okay, that's over on YouTube. I've been locked out of my Facebook, but we'll post soon. Good. We ended up taking a picture. That was good.
Horrible.
What?
It looks worse.
What happened? What happened to her?
I tried to. It's like this haze.
Oh. Dude, the sun is insane in this studio right now.
It's so ghetto, the buildup that they have over here.
That was all
So
Jared,
ghetto.
too.
So ghetto. We've got cardboard.
Yeah, I don't
all
want to.
across
I
the
don't want to show
windows.
you because it's just so embarrassing. But yeah, it does look a little. Yeah, that's not working.
There it is, right there.
Nope. Nope.
It's that glare right there at the top.
What are we doing? Is this live? It is live. Yep. It is. What? Sus? No.
At what age do you have the talk? I feel like as soon as they're exposed to things, because unfortunately some kids are exposed to stuff earlier than others.
Yeah.
And you just need to have that as soon as they start asking those questions, be honest.
You know what it is? I'm looking at. There it is. Was it Indigo Fox Gaming? See, that's another thing I was thinking about for Twitch. I want us to get on later on Twitch and do like video games. I play games all the time. All right, so how old do you guys think? Put an age down.
Yes,
When do you
these
take the
kids
talk?
think they grown at 10. Oh, girl. I think, honestly, for girls, when the cycle happens, because they're going to want to know, why is this happening?
Yeah.
And then that's where you need to be like, well, it's part of your reproductive system, this, that, and the third. This is what happens, da-da-da-da, and this is how you protect yourself, da-da-da-da. So for girls, for sure, when their cycle happens.
All right, Bam. Indigo is interested in you, by the way.
Who?
Over on Twitch.
Mm.
All right, 10 seconds. Here we go. Side note, after that, I'm going to be interested to see how this goes because we debated on which one we wanted to do for our next topic. And we're going to be talking about this Long Island mom and daughter that ended up running away with like hundreds of thousands of dollars. All right, so here's what we're talking about. This girl ended up getting ghosted because she got.
Yeah, well, yeah, she tried to trap somebody.
That's right. She was in this relationship with this dude for 6 months. They had talked about having a kid.
Yeah, they did. But he was like, not now. So she stopped taking her birth control and didn't even tell him. And he saw the birth control in the trash and dipped out.
We wanted to know, have you ever been involved in this kind of situation or known someone who did this? Man, Jackie's on the phone. Roommate situation. Take a listen to this.
I want to tell men why they should always dispose of their own condoms. I had a roommate who would take them to the trash for the guy, and she would hold on to them and then try and put it in herself to get
No,
pregnant
ma'am.
after they were gone.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, that is nasty as hell.
So every guy I have known since, I have told them, dispose of your own stuff.
Did
Don't
it
put in the
work?
trash.
Did it
Watch
like?
it.
Did she actually get herself pregnant?
She never did while I knew her, no.
Okay.
And she just putting all these fluids up in there. But her pH was all the way off.
all the way messed up. I even know about that. Wow. Wow.
That's why Drake did the hot sauce thing. Everybody remember that? Everybody's talking about the
Right.
hot sauce stuff.
And it doesn't just happen to celebrities like Drake. Hell, man, this girl was bringing randos back home from the bar that she met. They're not
Ugh.
even famous. Who knows? They're probably not even rich. She's just trying to get impregnated.
Nasty.
Good morning. Go ahead. What about you? So this isn't exactly the same, but this is wrong.
I know somebody, and I do know somebody that they actually had twins. It was actually a boy and a girl, and the girl, she was telling the dude the whole time that was his kids. On their 18th birthday, you know what happened.
Oh no! So she knew that those kids
Yeah.
weren't his.
They're not his. They were not his.
Wow.
Why do you wait till they 18 to find out? I
Well,
don't understand that.
because you thought that they were yours. You know what I'm saying? I'll never forget. This was 2 years ago. You'll remember this as soon as I bring this up.
Mhm.
This guy was moving. He was in the middle of moving. He heard us talking on the show. He was moving from Georgia to North Carolina. And he found out that the wife that he had 3 kids. All of them, I think, were grown. The youngest one was 18. He found out that his wife had been cheating with who?
The pastor.
The marriage counselor / pastor.
Yep, I remember that.
And
Oh,
all 3 of those kids,
were the pastors. Child.
children. Ooh, children. 866-639-4689. Coming up, just about 2 songs away, there is a Long Island mom and daughter that ran a 13-year credit card fraud scheme.
Now, these are real scammers.
Yeah, we'll get into that next.
Who said they want their child support? Child, nobody want their $40 a week.
I'll never forget the pain that was in that man's voice. And he was literally in the process of moving. Like, that's a lot. That is a lot, guys.
Mm-mm.
All right, fam. I hate to say, I feel like we're probably going to bounce a little bit early. Now, a question while we have you on here, though. Have any of you worked with someone who ran some kind of either money laundering, stole money from the company, or did some kind of crazy credit card fraud? The reason why we're asking is these 2, mother and daughter, do you know how much money they ended up getting away with, Barbie? Because this was on your stuff.
No, I did not.
Your
Hold
story.
on, let me see. I just clicked off of that story.
$850,000.
Yeah. Woo!
Good morning. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Knoxville. I'm not going to say my name.
Okay, go ahead.
So my husband, now, when we first started dating, in the beginning, he had a one-night stand. And the girl was on birth control, supposedly, and all that. And she texted him a couple weeks later and said she was pregnant. So he sent her, she said she wanted an abortion, so he sent her the money. And then 2 months before they were born, she texted him and said that she was pregnant with twins. And
Oh, no, ma'am. Absolutely not. Well, good luck
she
to you.
dipped. She dipped. We haven't seen her in almost 5 years.
So, do y'all have the
We don't know where
kids?
she's at.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, you guys had the
twins.
kids?
Yeah.
Well, so
Ain't
what
no
happened
way.
there? So basically, she says, "Hey, I'm pregnant." He gives her the money for the abortion. She takes off with that money and says that she had it. And then all of a sudden, like 2 months before the kids are about to be born, she's like, "Surprise! I never did that," and they're about to be born. Then what? She drops
Yep.
them off.
She was on drugs, and so we went through a whole battle with that. They were addicted to drugs when they were born.
God.
And
Wow.
This
she didn't even tell
Mm.
us after they were born. We found out when we were in the hospital. We did a paternity test there, and the nurses were helping us figure stuff out.
But they
it's
were
a
his
whole long
kids?
story, but yeah, they were his.
Okay.
One time.
Dang, that's all it takes. I'm telling you, man.
Woo!
Goodness. And so you guys have been raising these kids. How long ago was this? Hello?
And when they were 6 months.
I'm sorry, you cut out there. How long have you guys been raising these kids?
5 years.
Okay.
And you got them when they were 6 months?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Ooh. Ooh, you a good woman. You know that.
Yeah,
God gonna bless
Kokithia
you.
says that she's glad that those babies are safe. And, man, props to you guys. And props to you for raising these kids.
Yeah,
My
'cause,
goodness. With him. That's, are you guys married?
Yes, we're married.
Good for you. All right. Thank you for your call. Thanks for listening.
Thanks.
That escalated quickly. My gosh. Whew. EJ, what are your thoughts on that?
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna be real with you. She really loved him. She really loved him.
Right.
Because I'd be like, baby, you on your own. I'll see you later.
Yeah.
Were they married? They were just dating.
No, they were just dating at
She-
that time. Yeah. Yeah. Golly.
I got to love you. I have got to love you. You cheat?
I know.
Well, technically, he didn't cheat. Did he cheat? Did she say they were together?
I don't know. I mean, so she said that
They were
he had a
dating.
one night stand when they were dating at the
So
beginning.
they weren't in a relationship.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even still, that means I don't have to stay. Man, she a good woman. I'm
Yeah.
gonna say that. She is a good woman.
Over on YouTube, my
God
ex
bless
thought
her, please.
25 a week was good for child support. Oh shit. I mean, shoot, that's not good. That's messed up. Wow, that's beyond love. It is. You're
Ooh,
right, Rob.
that is love right there.
One more song, we'll
Love
get
that
into this.
man. She did.
All right, guys. Just fishing here. So anybody who is on our live this morning, do you know anyone that tried to embezzle money from work? Do you know anybody that ended up like trying to scam money off of anyone for a long period of time and they ended up getting caught? Barbie, you got that story in front of you? Got 2 minutes.
Long Island mom and daughter ran 13 years.
That's it.
13-year credit card.
13 years. And they got away with it for 13 years, and they ended up running up the check to, what, $850,000.
Damn.
And then they ended up going on vacation, never came back. Which,
Designer clothes. I bet you they'll get a slap on the wrist.
hell no. See, let me tell you something. Because earlier this year, someone got me for $5,000. I want them locked up for 10 years.
And what happened to them? Exactly.
Nothing. That's the problem. Ugh. Now, granted, I got my money back, but still. Absolutely. They weren't caught. No. A minute and 30.
Oh my gosh, this computer is so.
Okay. Christina, the plant manager at your old job, what happened? Pulling works out every time, but the last time. Kevin? Whew. What else we got coming up?
Gosh.
Oh.
They both pleaded guilty to grand larceny, fraud, and other charges.
Oh, so they did get caught. Were we talking? Were we talking about? Did they get a slap on the wrist? Oh, guys, the other thing that we talked about earlier this morning was things that happened back in the day. That teachers would punish the kids and how it wouldn't work today.
Or not even punishment, just things that they would do.
Yeah,
or let
and
kids do.
there was a teacher in Crossville that would run a fight club, basically, because at the end of the school year, he would give all the kids who were beefing boxing gloves and let them box it out.
Mm-hmm. I bet you that would stop bullying.
Yeah. He got fired and charged, and I guess he took oh, you took his job afterwards? Oh, no. His son-in-law. What? That's crazy. Hold on a second. Rob, I might want to try to get you to call in on that one, too. All right, so this is kind of a wild have you ever. We're looking for anyone that has ever worked with someone or knew someone that ended up getting caught for money laundering or trying to embezzle money either from a company or like credit card stuff. Because take a listen to this story. Mom and daughter runs in the family.
Yeah, Karen and Alyssa, they are now both pleading not guilty to grand larceny, fraud, and other charges because they allegedly have used 14 different credit card companies to run a 13-year-long scam to buy designer clothes, expensive vacations, all racking up to about $850,000. Almost $1 million.
Almost $1 million. Now, do we know how much time they're going to end up getting?
I mean, probably a slap on the wrist, but I can't see what they're facing.
866-639-4689. There was a girl that worked at one of the radio stations that I was at previously, right?
Uh-huh.
And they were going to charge her, and she ended up paying like some restitution back. But when they actually did all the math, she had been skimming off of like this deals program that was going on. I would say every bit of $90,000
Woo, child, 90,000.
over 4 years. They never did the books because she was the only one that was handling that account. And next thing you know, $90,000 in. They said they were going to call the cops. They ended up just firing her. And I think she only paid like, a few grand back. I don't know. Again, 866-639-4689. Have you ever worked with someone or knew someone that got arrested for either money laundering, embezzling, or even credit card fraud? What ended up happening to them?
I know.
We
Because
wanna
I
hear.
still can't see what they're facing.
Yeah, Young Gravy right now. Young Gravy likes to hook up with older women. Milfs, he says. Hey, Dr. Marie. Oh, well, I saw Marie calling this whole time.
It
Hey,
does not.
Rob, call in, man, if you can.
It does not say.
It doesn't? Someone in my family keeps cheating on his wife with a crazy woman who keeps trying to steal the identity of the wife. Shut up. Crystal, call.
See, I would have to have words with him.
Yes.
Choose your hoes wisely. Like, come on.
Doug, they paid restitution. What's the story on that one? You know what? Here's Dr. Marie. Hey, Dr. Marie, good morning. Go ahead.
Dex,
Yes.
one of the first places I worked when I moved here was a fast food restaurant. I'm not going to say which one, but the manager, the cook, and the girl who ran the drive-thru had a scheme, and they was making bank every day.
What did they do?
It was a fast food restaurant, so when you came through the drive-thru, the girl at the drive-thru window before you made your order would ask you if you were paying with cash or card. If you were paying with cash, they wouldn't punch you in what you wanted. They would call it out she would call it out to the cook.
Oh,
They would
snap.
make it, and at the end of their shift, they would, like, for the first 3 hours of their shift, this is what they would do. So at the end of the night, when she cashed out her drawer, everything that wasn't rung up, the three of them split. The manager, the cook, and the
girl,
the
order
drive-through
taker.
window
Yeah.
girl.
So,
Yeah.
so how long did they get away with this?
I worked there for like 8 months, and they were doing it the whole time I was there. When I left, they were still doing it. As far as I know, they never got caught.
Wow. Never been caught.
And they was making like $500-$600 a day.
Dang. That's better than the pay that they're getting. That's
Right?
crazy. Thank you.
Yeah, like y'all have a good one.
You too. Sorry, we got to get to the next one. Hi, good morning. Who's this? Where are you calling from?
Hey, Dex, Jose, how you doing, bud?
Oh, boy.
Jose, what you got?
Actually, myself, about probably when I first started driving a truck, probably I would say almost close to 20 years ago, I went into business for myself. I started 3 years down the road, was doing very well, ended up having a new business partner, which had to be an ex-military friend of mine who was into finance. Well, long story short, about 10 years into this business, we was doing exceptionally well, about $5 to $7 million a year. And eventually found out he was embezzling money through my company using everything that I was doing. He worked for actually was attributed to the mob from where he was from, up in Detroit.
Oh.
And I ended up going. I had to go bankrupt, and start all over. Literally, he had me living in my car, back in my car again, my entire family. Like I had to start all over again.
Oh.
How much did he end up getting from you? Did you ever find out how much?
He actually walked away from what I haven't heard from this individual. I ended up getting sued, IRS, and I think he got away with a total of $15 million
Woo! Oh,
from my
Lord.
company.
Oh, my gosh.
So I had to literally start. I lost everything. When I tell you I lost everything.
Thank you.
We lived in yeah, it's crazy, man.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Thank you, Jose. Thank
All right,
you.
y'all. Y'all have a good one.
You too.
That sucks. I can't even imagine. Good morning. Hey, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
Good morning, guys. It's Crystal. I'm calling about the comment I made.
Oh, Crystal, can you
So-
call back in like 5 minutes and then let's get rehash that because I just got to get through these calls and get them on the air. But call back for real.
Yeah.
Dang, sorry, I had to get because I was like already running late. All right, let me get these 2 calls real quick and let's see what we got on the comments.
Let's see. I'm trying to figure out when they're going. What they're gonna.
A minute and
She was a Zeta Sigma Phi.
Whew.
She has a shopping addiction problem. That's what they're going to make it out to be, a mental thing. They were freed on supervised release following their hearing on Friday. So they're not even in jail. They're due back in court September 14th. What are they facing? How many years are they facing? They're not going to get anything. They're not going to get anything. They don't even have how many years they're facing.
$50 seconds.
I hate this computer with a passion. So much. Like, it's really irritating my soul. Like, it's just blank.
The drive-through girl. That's right. And they never got caught. All right. Boom. $15 seconds. All right. Oh, crap. There we go. Whew. All right. Wow. We got some stories this morning.
Yeah,
so,
where the real scammers at?
Yeah. So here's what started this whole thing. So in Long Island, there is a mother and daughter that ended up getting caught running a credit card scheme, and they ended up walking away with $850,000. Am I right?
Yes.
And
over like 100 credit cards.
100 credit cards. They were like just doing all of this over 13 years.
Mm-hmm. And just now getting caught.
And listen, people be running these scams, right? And so we wanted to know, have you ever found out about someone either at your work or maybe someone you knew that ended up like running some kind of scam? Hit us up, 866-639-4689. Marie's on. So this is something that was happening at a fast food restaurant that she was working at, and she ended up witnessing this. This was between, I believe, the cook, the manager was in on this, and the girl who was running the window. What ended up happening?
It was a fast food restaurant, so when you came through the drive-through, the girl at the drive-through window, before you made your order, would ask you if you were paying with cash or card. If you were paying with cash, they wouldn't punch you in what you wanted. They would call it out she would call it out to the cook.
Oh,
they would make it, and at the end of their shift, when she cashed out her drawer, everything that wasn't rung up, the three of them split. The manager, the cook, and the drive-through window girl.
So how long did they get away with this?
I worked there for like 8 months, and they were doing it the whole time I was there. When I left, they were still doing it. As far as I know, they never got caught.
Wow.
Sheesh.
You know, another one that'll happen at fast food restaurants is like managers. What they'll do is they'll get some of their friends, and then what they'll do is they'll have them apply for the job, get them on the payroll, and then would clock hours for them. Yeah, but they wouldn't be working, and then they would just split the money up.
See.
Good morning.
Scammers gonna scam.
Jose, I hate to hear this story from him, but he was the victim of one of these scammers. Go ahead. What happened?
Probably, I would say, almost close to 20 years ago, I went into business for myself. I started 3 years down the road, was doing very well, ended up having a new business partner, which had to be an ex-military friend of mine who was into finance. Well, long story short, about 10 years into this business, we was doing exceptionally well, about $5 to $7 million a year. and eventually found out he was embezzling money through my company using everything that I was doing. He worked or actually was attributed to the mob from where he was from, up in Detroit.
Oh.
And I ended up going. I had to go bankrupt, and start all over. Literally, he had me living back in my car again, my entire family. Like I had to start all over.
It's awful. Can you imagine?
That's scary.
Got millions off of them. Millions.
A business partner at that.
Right. Well, and that's the kind of people that'll stick you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All right. So coming up just about 10, 15 minutes away, celebrities who were born wealthy and just had the money in the bank versus people who were born from poverty and ended up having to go to Hollywood, bus tables, and all that kind of stuff. Right. We're going to see if you can guess which one's which.
Mm-hmm.
We'll go ahead and get into that coming up just about 10 minutes away. Whew. All right, fam. I think that is going to wrap it up for our live. I still got to get Rob's story because that's wild. Barbie, so he had a coworker that would stay clocked in for several days. All right. Yeah. And wouldn't be working and everything like that, but would still get paid.
Yeah.
Ended up getting thousands of dollars. The only reason why the person ended up getting caught is they got too greedy and stayed clocked in for an entire week.
What?
Can you imagine the insane amount of hours off of something like that?
You can't do that.
Right.
Like these people can't see it.
Right. All right, guys. We're done. We'll talk to you guys. When will we talk to them?
I don't know.
Okay, so tomorrow I fly. Well, if I can get everything taken care of, I've got my Japanese app somewhere here, and it's telling me that I'm still yellow, and I haven't been given permission to go to the country. But if everything goes well today, I fly out to see my mom in Japan, and then we will do this show live. We will do this show live next week, 2 days, and we'll be on Facebook Live. Barbie's going to be running things with the help of Jared. We're going to be knocking this out.
It's going to be a fun time.
It is. She's going to kill it. I know it. And then we're going to have fun from live. And I'm debating if I want to be at my home or my mom's home for this, or if I want to be out so that I can show people like Japan. You know what I mean?
What won't get you locked up?
Well, yeah. Here's that app. So it will actually tell you. So it started out red. You saw this, right?
Yeah, it was
Barbie?
red.
So then it's the My SOS app. And now after I've given them a bunch of documents and everything like that, I'm in yellow. And so
you don't know if somebody might
have personal information on there?
Yeah.
I don't think it's personal.
They might know Japanese.
Well, you know what? They know everything about me now. This thing tracks me, by the way. So if you had to quarantine, it will actually Big Brother track you wherever you are in that country. It's kind of crazy. So on air, by the way, so some people are asking, on air, it's still going to sound normal. You'll get the same show. We're actually working on that. It's going to be, you're still going to be able to interact with the show. You'll still be able to call into the show, specifically during the 7 and 8 o'clock hour. So you'll be able to catch Barbie doing the phones. She'll be answering the phones and all that kind of stuff. So just to give you a heads up, it's still going to sound like a legit show. Can I be your co-host? Dr. Marie come in?
Come on.
We actually did debate about having like a guest co-host, but we ended up going with something that sounds kind of, I think it's going to sound good. So please catch the show. Tell us what you think too. If you're not used to the show, like you just only catch us on these lives, you can catch us on the apps, the Hot 104.5 app if you're listening to us out of Knoxville, or the Hot 98.1 app if you're listening to us in Georgia, South Carolina, and North Carolina. So there you go. I think that's it. That's all of our housework. Barbie, anything you want to say?
Pray for me.
You're going to do good. I think you're going to do great. Are you nervous?
No.
Okay. Yeah, you're going to be good. Thank you, Portia. Yeah. We'll talk to you guys. Be good.